Alright everybody, welcome back to another session of iPad training. On tap for today we have two quick things. One is going to be screen capture and how to take screen captures and what you can do with them. And then second we have Explain Everything, which is an app that is very interesting and you might find some good uses for as well. Let's start really quickly here with screen capture. So let's imagine that on your iPad you want to take a picture of the screen to show for whatever reason. There are really quite a few different things you could do with this. How can you do that? Well, by simply pushing the top button and the front button, in other words the home and power button. If you push them at the exact same time, your screen will flash, that takes a picture for you and it saves it into your photos, which enables you to use this later on. So this is definitely something that you will want to know how to do. You can also go into your Photos app and then you can edit the picture to cut out some of the sides and change some of the other settings to it. So that's something to fiddle with at some point in time here. Now let's go on to the app today that's our primary focus, which is Explain Everything. So what is Explain Everything? It's kind of like Notability, but not quite as polished. So it's not going to be what you want to use for your note-taking app, but it can do a lot of very similar things. The one thing that it does extremely well is records video that could be put into Google Drive, video that could be put into iMovie, video that could just be put into your camera roll. And that's really one of the big things. And a nice feature about this, just like all of the other apps we've been showing you, is that it does upload to Shobi as well. So you can turn in work from here very quickly and very easily. So let's talk a little bit about how to use Explain Everything. Now when you open up the app you'll have this screen that's over here on the left. Now yours will probably be blank first, but I want to show you one quick little thing which is going to be a setting change that we work with. So what you need to do here is click on the settings wheel. Again, that settings wheel is kind of like the same settings gear. It's the same for all of these. And then in this first section you see this simple interface. I'm going to suggest that you turn it on because the way that you are probably going to use it will not require having access to every single feature within this. So the simple interface should be sufficient. There are a million different things you can do in here. One thing you might want to input is under your account section. You may want to add in your Google Drive account as well as some other accounts that you may be using. So something there to consider. Now, once you are done using the settings, up in the top left here we have the plus sign. So the plus sign is how you would create a new project. Just so you know, all of these different choices here are just color schemes. You can change most of them except for the background color. So I would typically leave it as the white. That's my color of choice, but it is up to whatever you would like to use most. So once you're in the app, I'm not going to go into detail on all of these things, but I just want you to be aware of how they work. Over on the left hand side you can tap on the different icons and they enable you to do different things. This first one is your pen tool. If you click and hold on it, it enables you to change the size of the pen ink itself. Next we have some different shapes. The plus sign, as you can see here, enables you to add in photos and videos that you have in your camera roll, or take a video, or you can even take a new video that will actually play right in here. So it will just create a browser screen in which you can push play. You like that triangle, don't you? Okay, so there's that. Over here on the left then, continuing down, if you've created something you want to delete, you can click on this, and then this bullseye enables you to kind of show off something in your Explain Everything project here as you're working. So I'll show you how you record here in a second, which is down here. But as you're recording, you can actually use that laser pointer bullseye to show something in specific. And then finally at the bottom here we have all the different color tools. If you are selecting the pen at that time and you want to change the color, you can go down here and change it there. So like I mentioned though, we do have that arrow that points down toward the bottom and you can actually click and record. So all of the work that I'm doing right now, let's imagine that I'm saying okay, 5 plus 5, and by the way I've already pushed record here, let's pretend. What this would do is it would record me while I'm doing this and explaining something. So one of the things about iMovie that I think is a shortcoming is the fact that in iMovie you cannot explain things by annotating or coloring on top of them. You can do this and Explain Everything, and fortunately for us as well, you can also then, once you save the video, you can use it in iMovie as a part of some other video feature. So it is a very nice thing that you can do here. Now, something else that's really nice about Explain Everything is that there are a lot of different options for saving. So if you look here, we have the box right here that is colored in blue. Once you click on that, it gives you all kinds of options here on how you would like to save this. The video open in is a quick way to save to Shobi. I'm going to show you what this over here is going to do, where we click on more. So once we click on more, it gives you a variety of options. If we look in the top, you can save it as a video, as a PDF, as an image, or as a project, and you can save it to all of these different locations. Notice we have Google Drive as one of the big ones we might want to use. You can also email it, you can save it to your photos. iMessage you don't have access to, so you can't use that, but Open In will allow you to open this in Shobi too. So again, that's how you can save this to Shobi, and it's something you are going to want to try out and play with. So overall, that's what we have here to work with. Try out some of this, and the one big thing that we want you to try out here is to save your work and then to use it in iMovie. You saw from this screen that you can upload it into everything, including Google Drive, which you'll want to do eventually here. But iMovie is really a nice little feature, so you can save little pieces here and then add them in over onto the other side into your iMovie and also in your Google Drive. So that's our quick run through here of Explain Everything. Go through the various steps here and trying out the tools, and make sure you are comfortable using this because it is an app that you will use throughout the year. Alright, have a great day.